Hey folks, so today I've got Ryan Cassata coming on today to talk a little bit about his choice not to take testosterone as well as his singing voice. So thank you so much for coming on today, Ryan.
Hi Skylar, thank you so much for having me on your channel.
So I remember when I saw you speak this past year that you mentioned liking your singing voice was one of the reasons that you didn't want to take testosterone. Could you elaborate a bit more on your thoughts that led to that decision?
I started singing when I was really young and I wasn't good at it at all. And then I went to a summer camp and I started to take singing lessons and I started to get a lot better at singing and I started to be actually able to sing instead of just like sing. That just kept progressing and I kept writing more songs. I've written like 100 songs with this voice and my singing voice does continue to get better, which is really awesome for me. It's something that I didn't just have from the beginning. It's something that I really had to work for, and I don't want to lose all of that hard work. So I feel like if I went on T, I would lose this voice that I have now. And I'm not saying that, oh, that means I'm not going to have a good voice post going on testosterone, but I'll lose the voice that I currently have now, the voice that I worked really hard to have.
Well, that definitely makes sense, though I imagine that people often ask that of you. Do you ever find that people are surprised or shocked that you aren't actually on T?
Some people are surprised or shocked when I tell them I'm not on T. I think a lot of that has to do with my shoulders because I used to work out a lot and my shoulders are like pretty straight, and that's like a more masculine stereotype thing to have. I guess also people are surprised because most transgender men do end up going on testosterone, and I'm one of the people that just happen not to be on T.
So you've been quite prolific in your songwriting over the years. How, if at all, would you say that your voice has changed naturally just as you've grown as a trans musician? And also, is there anything that you have done or tried specifically to change the style or sound of your voice?
I guess over the last year and a half, my voice has changed a lot. I finally became comfortable enough to sing in my falsetto voice, which is my high-pitched voice, which is stereotypically a more feminine voice. And I became comfortable singing with that, and now, I want to sing with that voice a lot, and I like to, and I could access it. At first, I could not access that voice at all. I was afraid to, and I didn't know how. And it took a lot of training, and now I'm able to do it. I've also developed a vibrato in the last couple years, which is like the waviness. Does that even make sense? I don't know. So yeah, a lot has changed for my singing voice in the last couple of years. I haven't tried to alter my voice in any way. I just sing with the way it's most comfortable, and sometimes that does mean singing. Sometimes I sing in a more punk rock voice that's less singing and more but it's all based on the genre of the music.
Would you care to show an example of your growth or what you mean?
I'm gonna wear girls' clothes when I want to. I'm gonna wear boys' clothes when I please. So fuck you for telling me to fit inside your gender binary. I won't fit inside your gender binary.
Thank you so much for that. And lastly, I just wanted to ask if you have any advice for trans musicians who do not want to take hormones, but who do want to feel confident in their voice.
My advice for people that don't want to go on testosterone is that you're good enough the way that you are, the way that you feel comfortable being. You don't have to go on testosterone if you don't want to. It's totally a personal choice. And if it's not what's for you, it's not what's for you, and that's totally fine. You don't have to be ashamed of that. All you need to do in life is be the best you that you could be, and if that means not going on testosterone, then that means not going on testosterone. And to feel confident with your voice, just keep practicing a lot, and eventually you'll feel comfortable.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today, Ryan, and discussing that.
Thank you so much for having me.
And everyone, please go check out the video that we did on Ryan's channel and check out his videos and music as well. Thank you so much.